back out of that relationship and I can say, hey, buyer, start thinking about who grew your food. Hey, grower, let me start to connect you to the buyer, and then I can back out of the equation, and these two can shake hands, even if it's just virtually. It may not be physically. They might not actually be on the farm. But how did I do it, right? If anybody see Portlandia, you take an animal and you take a color and you slap them together and you have a company, right? That somebody will get behind. So that's essentially what happened. I knew that I had to create what I call the monster. I had to be able to speak the language of a consumeristic society in a way that got people excited out here about this thing, because if I didn't, it would continue to go on as it had gone on for the last 10, 20, 50 years. And so that's what I've done. I've kind of created this, at the end of the day, I'm still selling broccoli. That's what it boils down to. You can get broccoli at Walmart. I don't necessarily have something that somebody else doesn't have. I've got it done, though, a different way. And because of that, here's all the check boxes that are being checked. It's healthier, less fossil fuels, more money into the pocket of the grower, the earth's being treated better. It's on down the way. And so that's where we've literally created a group of, in the beginning I had 7 people who said to me, I'll buy everything that you grow. And that's how the Yellowbird started. And then I started networking with other growers, and we've built it to the point where we've got 1,000 people that in and around Central Ohio, including Knox County, all the way up to Findlay, where I'm from, back in the day, 6 years ago, saying, I'm in. Okay, you've sold me. What else can I learn? How else can I get to the growers? How else can I support them? My thinking is, if I can keep working back and forth, and I can keep growing this side, and I can keep buying on this side and finding more growers and encouraging more people, hey, listen, there is a future in this. It's not all in the Yellowbird. Grow for market, grow for restaurants, grow for whatever, but at the same time, let's work together for a small piece. Like if you would look at that total thing, I'm not going to speak for all that, right? Some of that used for something else, but let me also say, if you can do that, you might be able to do double that. Why wouldn't a small grower grow double of what they currently grow if they've got the space? The main reason is because they don't know if they can sell it. Anyone who's ever grown food has grown too much thinking they could sell it all, not been able to sell it, and then had to compost it or feed it to animals, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but doesn't provide money. And so that's where I'm like, listen, let's talk about how you can diversify and start to grow things at a level for us where you can start to put this into your portfolio and know, I'm going to sell this much at farmers markets this year, I'm going to sell this much to restaurants, but I'm also going to sell 5, 10, we've got growers that I paid 60 grand, 70 grand last year for their product because they grow so much good stuff. And so they keep coming back to me and they're like, hey, last year we did 30 with you. This year we did 60 with you. Do you think you've got the monster, in my words, the sales channel for me to grow $90,000 worth of food? I can do it. I'm just not going to, because I can't waste that time and energy to grow something that isn't sold. So that's what I've been working back and forth with, like, okay, boom, 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 jumping back and forth and slowly growing up both sides of those things. That's what our work is.